from what happened a year ago. This is, God, I never want to see wheat again. Let's try not to break out any windows today.
Yeah. This is only half of the saga.
It's turned to crap around here, guys.
Literally.
Hey, we can do picture in picture.
There we go. Oh, Big John smoked a little. I told Dylan, I said, we need another one.
We're pulling out the truck, and it's stuck back here in the back of the field. More details to follow. Got the John Deere 8560 here, and we're gonna pull the truck out. Robert says we need to buy another one just like it. Big mama. By golly, that made her strain a little. And this is why we bought it, son, to do the crap work. Robert said you might as well go get the 8560 because I don't think the 4640 is gonna pull it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like these mirrors. I ain't got no radio though. We're gonna have to work on that.
So this whole dilemma started right there. And what happened was we had a flat on the grain cart. And you can see right there where she went flat. And of course she was fully loaded. And you can see where she went down and started pulling or pushing. So we had to bring, and there's right there where I noticed it. My tractor stopped pulling. But we had to bring the semi truck up here to get the grain cart unloaded. Y'all missed that. But and he was doing good until he started to turn and go up the hill there, and that's when the grain truck started spinning and slipping. I've always heard about people cutting wheat in the mud. thought it was no fun, and I believe her. I tell you what, 2024 sucks. So we got Big John. Big John pulled her out. It was, you can see where it gave up. It's been split on the sidewall there. It's had cracks for a very long time. We're surprised it lasted as long as it has. But tire's been on this grain cart ever since he bought it. However many years that's been. And it's hard. I'm not telling how many thousands of bushels it's hauled over the years for us. But it's getting 2 new BKT tractor tires in the morning. Offers had to order them, should be in the morning. And as soon as they get in, getting 2 new tires on the grain cart. This one's still in pretty good shape, but it's probably just as old as the other one, so it's gonna get replaced too. So we're old schooling it. Cut a bin and dump it on the truck. And it had to happen right along the main road. However, we're giving them something to talk about at the coffee shop in the morning. I'm sure they talk about us quite a bit at the coffee shop. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the Big K, Big Daddy-O running the combine today. Taking it nice and slow. Farm, and I was afraid we wasn't going to have enough trucks to hold everything, so I went ahead and took this green truck off right there, took it off, and Daddy was over here, and he ran the combine while I took that truck off. So now we have enough trucks to hold the rest of this farm. We'll just haul them off in the morning. But he's taking her nice and slow. Alright, now get up. I gotta get in between that one. Work it back and forth. I could get used to this. I was blowing the radiator and the condenser out on this tractor, and Grace asked if she could do it, and I said, heck yeah, you can do it. I'm kind of having to go back and touch up a few spots she missed, but most parts she's been doing pretty good. I done got the condenser blowing out. I'm letting her hit that radiator just a little. I done blew the front side of the radiator out. Alright, that's good, Grace. Put the air conditioner gauges on it. Bob said his air conditioner wasn't hardly doing to suit him. And I was in it yesterday and it wasn't hardly doing to suit me neither, so. Down about 60 acres of wheat. I don't think we'll get it done today. Well, we're double augering it. Filling this truck up, unloading way over here on Green Valley. We got the front field cut. Got the end rows cut off the middle field, the field that we nicknamed the Grand Canyon field, where we built the big giant terraces. I'll show them to you and how they done over the winter. But
But Michelle and the kids brought lunch to the field, and we just got done eating our lunch. And I got to do this. Y'all can take a little ride through the woods here with me, going back here to the middle field. I think we've had one wheat harvest video out. This is, I don't think we'll get done today, but maybe we'll get close to I think if everything will hold together, we should be able to finish tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's Father's Day for a time reference. Yields have been strong, really strong. Well, I mean, I don't know. Yields have been strong. Robert, we cut Robert's farm yesterday. He averaged 92. Knew it was going to be pretty good weight. You know, this weight's been ready for 2 weeks now. Was ready for 2 weeks, and it just rained on it straight for 2 weeks. I think we could have saw some yields well over 100 if it hadn't have done that. If we had better test weights, I think our yield would be higher. They're not. Most of mine's been in there 57 to 58, and that's on the load. That's about a $200 dock. I did have some loads that they got. One load they got $828 off a load of wheat. Things I've learned this year. Every year we try to learn something on wheat. I believe we've got our nitrogen dialed in where we need to be. That wheat, where we've had wheat 3 years in a row, that was some super good wheat. It was no-tilled. Couldn't tell no difference on the wheat that we no-tilled in the wheat straw and where we worked the wheat straw up. I could not see a significant yield difference, which a part of that may have to do with us putting 3 shots of nitrogen on the no-tilled wheat. It was the same amount of nitrogen, we just put it out over 3 applications instead of 2 applications. This year, Palisade has paid big because Tyson, the elevator we deal with, this down weight that deer have been in it, and if they find a deer turd in your wheat, your load gets rejected. So there's some guys that's got lots of weight down, and them deer's been in that down weight, and they're picking up deer turds, and they're getting in their sample. And I don't know of any way to clean a deer turd out of your weight sample. So this is the only field, you remember back in the fall, back in the spring when we was using Palisade, all I did was go around the edge of this field with Palisade instead of running the whole field. Now I really regret that. But so far we've only had one load that had deer droppings in it. So we've gotten lucky so far. Hopefully we stay lucky, but I'm being picky about what I pick up off the ground. I'm trying to really look and see if I can tell if the deer's been in it. I've been looking back there at my samples. If I see a dropping, I pick up and skip over that weight. But for the most part, our weight's been standing. Like that weight right there is clean, so I feel pretty confident picking it up. Cut me off a little set of end rolls here. There's a little neck up here that cuts better when they cut it east and west. Sometimes on that downed weight, I've been running that reel way out front, out ahead of the cutter bar, and I've been trying to kind of get that weight stood back up before that cutter bar gets to it, where that maybe them deer droppings will fall out of that weight before it goes into the combine. I've been doing this. This is my 12th season, and I have never heard of this such until this year. So I hate not to pick it up, because most of the time where your weight is down is the best weight in the whole field. That's the reason it went down, was the weight was so heavy that it couldn't hold, that the stalk couldn't hold the head up. Most of my weight is only down where the sprayer come out on the end. But Michelle, my wife, she's here. She brought us lunch. She's helping Robert move some stuff around. Little things like that's a big help. Daddy's been helping us the past couple of days. About the past 3 days, I think. That's been a great big help. Just having somebody to help you move around, especially when you're spread out like we are, it is a huge, huge help. I wasn't very fond of deer before, but I absolutely hate them suckers now. I despise them. I know some hunters that need to start hunting and quit worrying about a set of horns and start killing some freaking does. You can't eat them horns. Like that weight right there, I've found a little bit in it, so I hate to leave it, but I'm just going to skip over it. Anywhere up next to the fence, to a fence row, is the worst. Old straw's been tough. We ain't been getting done what we normally get done. Straw ain't chopping good. I'm gonna try to rent a turbotail or borrow a turbotail or something. This old ground, this old wheat straw ground, it's rot. I mean rot. We've made some ruts in some places. I don't know if we're going to try to burn the field off and work it down, or what we're going to do. I had somebody asking about the yield on the sold wheat versus the drilled wheat. And they're virtually the same. I have seen no yield difference between the sold wheat and the drilled wheat. Which almost makes me want to trade my grain drill in on a 16-row bean planter. That discussion has been in my head about just sowing her wheat. Because co-op spreads are fertilized anyways, they might as well have the wheat seed mixed in there. Just sowing her wheat and trading that drill on a bean planter. On either a 12 row or a 16 row. If we had it, put it on a 16 row, we'd probably put it on the back of that old big 4-wheel drive and go to plant. I hate not to pick that darn weight up, but I also don't want to have a load of wheat protected. Most time when you pick it up is when you scalp the ground. If you just kind of skim it, you don't get any. But for the life of me, me and Robert was talking. These elevators, they try to come up with a new way to screw us every year. This may be my last year with Tyson. I don't know. I say that every year.
What about that hill, Granny? Aha! I figured you had learned your lesson about that mud hole.
What?
I figured you had learned your lesson about that mud hole.
That SOB.
I got you again.
We'll have to give them a recap of what happened a year ago. This is, God, I never want to see wheat again. It's the gift that keeps on giving, Mark.
That is the same mud hole that he got the tractor and pan stuck in. And then we got the blade tractor stuck trying to get him out. So it's been 2 years since we built them, and it still ain't settled in. So oh well.